Today I want to answer a very important question which I'm asked, and it's, can photos really help sell your home? Hi, I'm David Pastana, broker owner of Rise Realty, where we help you succeed in real estate. To start with, I want to share a statistic with you from the National Association of Realtors, which is they found that 87% of all buyers found photos to be extremely helpful in making their decision to buy a home. And I think that's very true, and I found that with my buyers, that as we look online, if a home doesn't have photos, they were less likely to want to visit it until it had photos up. So photos make a big difference in the number of views and the number of tours that you're going to get on your home, which will affect your value. In talking about photography, we want to understand that there's, really kind of two types of photos, bad ones and good ones. Let me show you here. As much as I like my cell phone, cell phones aren't good for photography for homes. Would you think of using your cell phone for your wedding photos? Probably not. Most people who use cell phones take a photo this way, a vertical photo, and it often exposes the light. Let's say if you're in a kitchen, the light will expose to the window, making the kitchen really dark. Makes for a bad photo. Here at Rise Realty, we want to make sure that your photos look amazing, because no one can dispute that amazing photography looks great. You have to have great equipment for that. We use professional cameras that have sensors with the greatest range, so that if the room isn't lit very well, the sensors can take good pictures in low light, or we have a flash to where if it needs extra light, it can illuminate the room. Professional cameras also do much better at what we call HDR photos, or high dynamic range photos. This is the ability to take kind of the overexposed and underexposed areas of the room and blend them together into one photo, making everything illuminated and visible to the eye. And so that if you're outside, you can see the sky and the clouds, you can see the details of the house and the shadow parts as well. Now for unique homes, one of the special things that we do is drone photography and video. We feel that it will really give you that unique angle in looking at the house. We'll fly a quadcopter up, and it will have a camera on the bottom, and it will maybe we'll take one coming at your house and then another one cruising around your house. Be able to see the yard, the neighborhood, the area. It just gives you such great unique views that on the ground photography can't. And it's one of the most powerful tools that we have here at Rise Realty. One of the best things that we can also integrate is video. So as we're doing photos, we also include videos with that. I personally love videography, and I think it tells the story of your house the best, because as you can walk through a room, it's not seen as still picture, but you're dynamically looking through the room and how it flows through the house from, let's say, the dining room to the living room to the kitchen, maybe to the backyard. And you can also see those great aerial photos with our drones going over your house and around the neighborhood. So thanks for watching this episode of Photography with Rise Realty. I hope that you've learned the importance of photography, and to really answer the question, yes, photography does make a huge difference in your home, and amazing photography makes that much more of a difference. People are more likely to look at your listing, to view it online, to make offers as your house looks amazing online. Thank you and have a great day.